The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
46.
To throw is Prescott. Going for the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Front.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Smith. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to have the first down at about to 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on the play. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Hey, let's go!
And they'll run it here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. From the gun, Kaiser. It's brought in by Dodson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Off the play fake, Kaiser. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Oh, a little 360. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Get out, get out.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is going to be 49er football. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp even in the offseason where they emphasize ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Kaiser. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the play call. Go to the play action, see if you can sneak your tight end out there and find him open in the end zone.
And just defensively, they weren't fooled and able to bat it away. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Kaiser now. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let him play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. New York set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Prescott now on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, Kaiser. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Kaiser. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants! Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. They find some open field here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Barkley already showing the ability to transform this Giant running game as they come up here on 1st down. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Justin Houston in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long for Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Following the interception, Kaiser caught Kelsey left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They go play action. Kaiser complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Kaiser. Completes it right side to Dodson. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
190.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another first down. Kaiser going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. Finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Extra point forthcoming. Point after up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second down, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more after this.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Prescott on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
46. 26. 26.
To the air again, Prescott. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Oh, look at that. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They get it to him running left. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Swing a bit right. To the right.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are in for 6. Butker on for the PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And he's going to go down again. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And the Giants ready to come out now. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Let's go.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Malik McDowell in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's a give to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Butker now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And his pass incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
26.
Prescott from the gun. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a first down as well. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Prescott. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. From the gun, Kaiser. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Kaiser now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 190. 190. Cut.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Prescott now on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Off the play fake, Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Cameron Jordan in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Flex round! Flex round!
1st down, Kaiser. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. A 1st down throw for Kaiser. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll throw here. Kaiser. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Now out come the Giants. Well, they can thank their defense for another stop, and now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock, work it down, and, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to be 49er football.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th. Kaiser now after the fumble recovery. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Kaiser now. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're running right through it. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Prescott looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. Now, defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Bobby Wagner in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Prescott now. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
46. Switch, 26.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And Butker able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 3rd down, Kaiser. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
4th down, Kaiser, desperation time. It's brought in by Doxson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Flex round!
Again, it's Kaiser. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Kaiser now from the 50. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. And they're not able to convert on fourth down.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gets this one left side to Pettis. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter